I know absolutely nothing about birds. So I decided to spend the next few days trying to become a bird nerd.
This is the crowned lapwing.
Crowned what?
Lapwing.
Left wing?
Lapwing.
Lapwing.
And it's a lot harder than I expected.
Pep, there's some nice birds over on this side. Pep, I don't think you're looking at the birds.
There's a hyena over here.
There's a little tawny flank prunier here. See?
I don't see it.
This video should get 1 million views, at least.
From Hoedspruit to the world, come and take a look. Oh, Pep in the bush, yeah, Pep in the bush.
Okay, I have a confession to make. I think I might be the worst bush guy there is in South Africa when it comes to birds. Now seriously, I know absolutely nothing about them. These bird watchers, they will look at a tiny feathered creature for like 2 seconds and they immediately say, oh, that's the lesser striped, double-throated, blah-de-blah, whatever. And in the meanwhile, I'm just like, yeah, it's definitely a bird. Which is honestly pretty embarrassing considering I live in the middle of the African bush. I'm making videos about it, so it's time I educate myself. Whatever it takes, I'm becoming a bird nerd.
I'm becoming a bird nerd in the bush. Binoculars and a field guide in my backpack, stuffed from the jungle's tricks to the eagle's word. I never thought I'd lose my mind over a little bird.
I bought something really amazing. I need to show it to you. I got something.
What do you have now?
Look.
Of course. So you're going for it?
Let's put it on the car.
Okay.
There's already a Hoedspruit sticker on it.
And that one is not coming off.
No, definitely not. So where do I put it? That should be a little bit clean, maybe.
It's not straight at all.
Should it be straight?
It's like
But it's a little bit like...
skew.
Yeah, but it's nice, in the flow.
Okay.
It's very, very bad, huh?
Very, very bad.
No,
Yes.
it's fine. I don't care. See, I can't do anything about it anymore.
Amazing. He breaks for birds.
Cool, huh? From now on, I brake for birds. It's not that I used to drive over them. The sun is coming up, so it's nice.
From now on, this bird hide is my headquarters. This is where the bird nerd mission officially begins.
Okay, so I'm in the bird hide. I already saw one bird, and I think my job as a new birder is to make pictures of every bird I see. And I have to be honest, I have no clue what kind of bird this is. So maybe if I make a picture I can look it up. And that might be the way to learn. Hello, how do I turn the camera on?
Huh?
How do I turn your camera on?
Push on.
Yeah, where is the button to push it on?
There is no button. There is something you slide on top.
On top.
Right? It says on and off.
Oh,
To on.
sorry, I found it. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Now the bird is away. Oh no, it's still there. See, I already get excited. It's not the best picture, but anyway.
The next morning,
Good morning. New day, new try.
but also this morning wasn't very successful. I might be doing something wrong. So I needed help.
Okay, today I brought some reinforcement. Scott is here. And Jeroen, my own bird nerd. We're in the bird hide again. I hear birds, but I don't see any birds.
There's one
Where?
in the water pump.
So, where are all the birds? They call this a bird hide, but it's more like bird hide and seek.
Yes,
Or the birds are hiding.
the birds are hiding. Yes,
So,
but that is the fun.
I
of
do see a
birding.
bird up in the tree up there.
Which tree do you see?
On the top of that tree.
Let me have a look for you.
I'm sure it's a bird.
Yes, from I think
But
it
it's
is a
far away.
gray. It's a gray go-away bird.
What are those nests?
That's weaver. So it's weaver's nests.
That's a lot. The whole tree is filled with them.
It's almost like lanterns in the tree. Looks beautiful.
So we're sitting here for an hour, nothing. Well, just one bird in the water and one in the distance, and that's it. And a dog barking in the background.
This is the reality of birding. Pep.
I got a feeling if I drive around or walk around, I see way more birds than sitting here in the bird hide.
Yes, you are true, because you hear a lot of birds.
Yeah, but nothing is here.
No.
After several days in a bird hide, I had learned two things. First, bird watching requires a lot of patience. And second, I don't have a lot of patience. If I'm serious about becoming a bird nerd, it is time to bring in the big guns.
Pep, I don't think you're looking at the birds.
With more than 30 years of experience in the African bush and enough bird knowledge to fill an entire library, Kruger National Park is practically her second home. This is Kim.
We are seeing a little wood dove.
Hello, Kim.
Hi.
Hi, we're going to the Kruger Park. We're at the Kruger Park right now.
Yes, we're at Kruger Park at open reception and we're going to go and look for some birds.
Yeah, there's the first bird.
Okay, now listen, I actually would like to tell you about this. This is, can we call him Zazu?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just filming and the first bird is arriving already. Yeah. But I know this one.
This is Zazu.
Yeah.
Zazu is here every morning when we get here.
Really? This is a bird that is coming here every day?
Every morning, so we call him Zazu, we know why.
Yeah, of course.
And he's here every morning waiting for all the visitors to arrive and give him something to eat.
So this bird, every day when you arrive here, it's the same bird.
It's the same bird.
You know it's the same one.
It's the same one, and he often sits on that signpost just waiting for the people to arrive in the morning. So he's a yellow-billed hornbill.
Yeah.
Zazu from the Lion King, yeah.
See, now I learned stuff. I've been here a million times. I never know there was this special bird. Let's go. See, I even brought these, huh?
Oh, good.
So I'm almost a bird nerd. Getting there.
Bird nerd in the African sky, watching silhouettes as they glide on by between the elephants and buffalo herds. I'm officially a bushveld bird nerd.
Right, well, we're on the bird drive now.
The bird drive. Do you do this all the time? Bird drives? Or?
Not bird drives necessarily, but there are always crowned lapwings to greet us when we come in the morning. They're always on the road here.
Oh, these ones.
This is the crowned lapwing. Yeah.
Crowned what?
Lapwing. It's a lapwing. They used to be called plovers. So
Left wing?
Lapwing.
Left wing.
Yes, lapwing. The crowned lapwings are very noisy, even at night, because they're ground nesting birds. They They don't like when they people walk past, and in this case, they obviously don't like it when animals walk past. If they've got chicks, their chicks are called precocial because they get up and walk immediately after hatching.
So is this a good season for birding?
It's always a good season for birding in Kruger. We have a lot of birds in Kruger. It's very diverse, but obviously the summer months are the best months because we have migrant birds coming in. We've got intra-African migrants coming from different places in Africa, and then Palearctic migrants coming from further north.
Yeah.
Europe, Russia, and all over.
Is it a Cape Glossy?
No, that is the Birchall starling.
Oh, see, it's impossible to learn all of this. So I always thought this was a Cape Glossy, but it's not.
And even the Cape Glossy starling, which you're seeing in Hoedspruit, is now the name has been changed to just Cape starling. It's not called a glossy starling anymore.
Listen to all the sounds, huh?
There's a little tawny flanked prunier here. See? There.
I don't see it.
By now I was beginning to understand why bird photography and also making bird videos is very difficult. First you have to find the bird, and then you somehow have to be ready when it does something interesting.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is on.
Look at it now.
Oh, it's filming. What is it doing? It's drying its...
Drying its wings.
Yeah, why do you do that when I don't have the camera on?
That's typical.
There we go. Got it.
So we've got a lovely woolly neck stork down there. drying its wings, sunning itself, enjoying the sunshine. It's turning it into a warmer day. Oh, and there's a kingfisher just flown in there. We've got a pied kingfisher.
I don't see it.
You see, it's flown up into it's above in the tree that's at an angle here. It's actually sitting there.
I can't see it. Why can't I see it? I'm worthless in bird spotting.
I think I need to get a little bit forward for you. Can I turn on?
Yeah.
I'm going to go. You see this dead tree here? Well,
I must see the kingfisher. Otherwise
okay. So there we go. Okay, so where the fork is, can you see the fork in this very dark tree here?
Oh, now I see it. Oh, yes. See?
So that's a pied kingfisher.
It's over. Where are you? Over there, but it's hard to see. It's far away again.
It is, but a little bit of a fun one because that's the female. The female pied kingfisher wears the bra.
The bra?
She's got the bra, and the male wears the waistcoat and the watch chain.
Okay.
So that's the female.
There's an eagle in a tree, huh?
There's an eagle in the tree, and we were just chatting about snakes, and we come across a brown snake eagle.
Snake eagle.
And he's sitting right at the top of a tree, and that's very typical of a brown snake eagle, or of snake eagles in general. They like to sit very high up, and they've got incredible eyesight. If you look carefully, you'll see he's got a very yellow eye. They eat almost exclusively snakes, even big ones.
Really?
Yes, big one, even a mamba. So they take...
Okay, they just pick up a mamba?
Yes, they can pick up quite a big snake. I mean, obviously that would be difficult to carry up or fly up into the tree. A snake eagle in the tree at the top there, brown snake eagle.
Yeah, they're just like me before I went to do this bird thing. So, it's a bird, let's drive on.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We've got something on the road, looks like a jackal.
Oh, yeah, there's jackals on the road.
Of course, jackals occasionally eat birds. They eat all different things, but they do sometimes eat small birds.
Are those goose? Over there?
They're Egyptian geese, probably.
Geese, sorry.
The Egyptian geese, yes. I see the impalas walking past the Egyptian geese.
Yeah. And why are they named Egyptian? Well, they're not in Egypt now.
Oh, that's right. Originally from Egypt.
But you see them all over the world, right?
Yes, and they've been introduced in the UK and certain places, but I think wherever they are, they become quite noisy. And they also tend to chase off other birds. But what's interesting about the Egyptian goose is it's actually not a goose, it's a duck. It's
really?
a shell duck. So one would say, do we call them ducklings or goslings?
Lots of other animals in the Kruger Park, but no, our focus must be on the birds.
Pep, there's some nice birds over on this side. You know, it's this nice light, afternoon light. And I've got there's a morning collared dove there, and there's some magpie shrikes. Pep, I don't think you're looking at the birds.
Sorry.
I was hoping you were going to, get some nice shots in the afternoon light.
There's a hyena over here.
You're watching a hyena.
There's a hyena.
Oh, but we're on a bird afternoon.
I like to watch the hyena. Birds.
Anyway, we'll have to look at the birds. Most of them have flown from here.
So I am allowed to watch the zebras as well? Or do you say no, I'm only allowed to watch birds?
I think today you should really be you're not looking hard enough for your birds.
Yeah, that's it.
This is sweet.
But it's beautiful, all these zebras.
By this point, my brain was struggling to keep up with the amount of information coming my way.
We're looking at a golden-breasted bunting. We call them, that one's not quite an LBJ. The LBJ is a little brown you'll have to be learning about to get to know all these slightly more difficult birds, although that one's got a little bit of southern white-crowned shrike.
White-crowned?
White-crowned, as you can see, that it's got a lovely white crown. It looks like an African pipit, which is one of the more common pipits. This is the lilac-breasted roller.
Problem is all the names. How do you remember all those names?
And then they go and change all the names.
I barely remember names of people. I have to remember names of birds.
I may not remember every bird name, but I leave Kruger with a whole new appreciation for birds. And for that I have Kim to thank. Her knowledge, patience and passion for the bush are truly remarkable. She's an amazing safari guide. Okay, let's see if I can make it on my own now.
Okay, what you hear, those are birds. I'm 100% sure.
What kind of birds?
I think these were the Franklins.
Yes. Well done.
You have the camera, right? I need to make pictures when I see a nice bird.
Yes, I do.
Okay. I see a bird.
What do you see?
I don't know what it is, but I will take a picture and then you can check it out.
Okay.
Or use the big book. Oh, it's not on. Oh. Amateur. Yes. Got it.
Well done.
Got it. So after walking for a couple of hours, I think we're done.
Yes.
Yeah. We can check out the footage.
Back home.
That's stupid. Go to Kruger, we go to do hikes, we do everything, but the best place to watch birds is actually here.
Yes.
Yeah, it truly is.
It is.
I think we see more birds here than all the other places we went to. Huh?
Yeah, it's a lovely place for bird lovers.
Yeah, we have this, what is sugar water? Huh?
Yeah, it's a nectar feeder.
That's a sunbird, right?
Yeah, you are learning. It's a sunbird.
It's a sunbird.
Yes.
So I'm back at the bird hide. I actually do see some birds, but I didn't bring my zoom camera, so I can't show you anything. Or maybe I can try. It's over there, on the other side. Anyway, I wanted to end the video a little bit at the same location where I started it, here in the bird hide. Okay, I might never become a real birder, but during this video I really learned that I actually enjoy watching them. I might not know all the names and maybe I never learn, but I really enjoy watching them. And isn't that the most important thing? So I want to end this video with 3 minutes of birds drinking sugar water. Thanks for watching.
The sun comes up on the Lowville plain, golden light on the grass again. A lilac-breasted roller flies, painting colors across the sky. The hornbill calls from a marula tree, looks like he knows more than me. I came for lions, leopards and herds, but now I'm learning all the birds. A flash of yellow, a streak of red, Latin names inside my head. I used to laugh, but now it's clear I'm stopping every 100 meters here. I'm becoming a bird nerd in the bush, binoculars and a field guide in my backpack, stuffed from the drongo's tricks to the eagle's word. I never thought I'd lose my mind over a little bird. Bird nerd in the African sky, watching silhouettes as they glide on by between the elephants and buffalo herds. I'm officially a bushveld bird nerd. The woodland kingfisher laughs nearby, a fish eagle sings across the sky. A weaver works with patient art, tiny architect with a yellow heart. The vultures circle over the ridge, baboons shout from the mountain bridge. Every call becomes a clue, the bush keeps teaching something new. Did you see that? What was that? A brown bird sitting in a hat. One more life for one more word, I guess I am a bird nerd. I'm becoming a bird nerd in the bush, binoculars and a field guide in my backpack, stuffed from the drongo's tricks to the eagle's word. I never thought I'd lose my mind over a little bird. Bird nerd in the African sky, watching silhouettes as they glide on by between the elephants and buffalo herds. I'm officially a bushveld bird nerd. At first they all looked brown and small, now I know and love them all. Every whistle, every wing turns the wilderness into song. I'm a bird nerd in the morning light, following feathers through the mountains bright. From the sunrise calls to evening words, there's magic in the world of birds. Bird nerd in the African sky, learning to look a little higher among the antelope and wandering herds. The bush has made me a bird nerd. So if you come to the wild with me, look up into every tree. You may arrive for beasts and herds and leave in love with all the birds.